Thank you for joining Rowan County 4-H for another edition of So Much Fun. Before we get started, please stand and join us in the 4-H pledge.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Today, Miss Toy is going to show you how to do a whip stitch. So get your supplies ready and get ready to learn.
Hello, I'm Toy Degree, the Family and Consumer Education Agent with Rowan County Cooperative Extension, and I'm back with so much fun and a new stitch. Today we're going to be working on the whip stitch. The whip stitch is a little bit different from your running or your hemming. It is a diagonal stitch that is used to attach one piece of fabric to another, in many cases a facing or a waistband. So what you'll need for your whip stitch, of course, you're going to need one clean finished fabric piece. You're going to need your needle and your thread. Remember, we're doing a long and a short tail with the knot in the long tail, and your thimble. So you're going to start and go from right to left, and you're going to go through both pieces of fabric, and you're going to have your needle coming up at the left at an angle to create that diagonal stitch. Your stitches should be about 1/4 inch apart. Then once you've gotten to the end of your fabric piece or your sample, whatever you want to call it, then we're going to knot it at the end. We're going to press it, and we are done with our whip stitch. So let's get started. To do the whip stitch, keep in mind that you are going to you're going to go from right to left, and you're going to position your needle going towards your left at an angle. So this is going to be your right side of your fabric, and this will be the inside where you will make your stitches. So with your thimble on, needle and thread in hand, and your sample, let's go ahead and start our whip stitch. So we're going to enter from the right side in this case and go all the way through with the needle. Remember, use your thimble to push your needle through. When you are pulling through, you want to be sure to grab your tail as you're coming out. With this stitch, you're going to be taking a portion of this fabric up through your seam and pulling through at an angle. So in order to show you how to do this and so that you can see it better, my stitches will be significantly larger than yours are supposed to be. They are supposed to be at least 1/4 inch apart. Mine will be bigger, and they will be further spaced apart so that I can show you exactly what you need to do. So remember, your needle is going to be coming up to your left. So going into your fabric, you're going to go down and pick up this fabric and come up through the seam, okay? Pushing in with your thimble, coming up. Remember to grab your tail, coming all the way up at an angle. I'll do that again to show you how to do it. Remember, we're coming up at our left, so we are holding our needle. Give me a second. I've gotten a little tangled up here, which that's going to happen. Just take time and straighten your needle and your thread out. So we're going to come under here, pick up just a little bit of that fabric, come up through our fold, push through with our thimble, pull through, grab your tail, come all the way up, creating another stitch. Same, holding your fabric, making sure you're all straightened. If your needle starts to come off, stop, straighten it up. Going to go down into your fabric, up through your edge, pull all the way through, use your thimble, push up, come all the way through, another stitch. That one's not as pronounced as the other one, which sometimes that will happen. Again, go down, come back up, push through with your thimble, pull through, catch tail. And so you can see how you can control your stitch by how much you take up. You can control how deep and how wide it is depending upon how far apart you go. So you can see that I started off a lot wider and I'm closing in. So it's easy to control it. It's something that you have to just get used to. I'm going to go down again into my fabric, back up through the fold, push through with my thimble, pull through, grab tail, and the next stitch. And you're just going to continue that all the way till you get to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting toward my end. And I'm going to try to take maybe 1-2 more stitches. And you can see how I've gradually gone from bigger to smaller. Pick up here, go through, push through with my thimble, pull through, grab tail, another stitch, and I've gotten yet smaller. So it's a matter of just controlling. So I'm going to pick up this one final stitch, go all the way through, push through with my thimble, pull through, needle came off, that's fine, put needle down, pull through and stitch, and you're at the end. So let's finish this off. So I'm going to put my needle back on. And that's going to happen sometimes. You simply just do a little bit of saliva. Put your needle back through the eye. And keep going. So to finish this off, you see that last stitch that I came through? I'm going to go back through that stitch. When I do, it's going to create a little loop. Going to come back through, grab tail, come back through loop, pull, and finish off. And there you have your whip stitch. I went from small down to, went from large down to small. It is all about controlling how far apart they are, how far up you go. That controls how wide or how short they will be. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. This is your whip stitch. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time on So Much Fun.